Well, I guess it's time to hop in this thing and fix that ball joint. I don't really want to because it's a pain, but I like it when my wheels all go in the same direction. So I figure we'll pull it into the garage and see if we can't take that off, swap her out, and get her fixed so I don't end up in the ditch. So let's get started. Alright, I got the wheel off here, and if I remember correctly, I can go ahead and move that ball joint nut, knock that out, and take that sway bar end link out, and then take this whole unit after I've knocked it out and slide it out of the way, and then I get to those rivets on the ball joint and grind them off and pound them out and swap it out. Normally I'd probably buy the whole arm and just do that, but at some point I ordered a bunch of cheap parts. I think they're like ball joints for $5 and tie rods and stuff, so I have a new ball joint ready to go. So I think I'll just see if I can knock that out and push it out of the way and get to grinding them rivets and throw that sucker in. Hopefully it won't take too long. Alright, I got the ball joint loose, and I had to cut the sway bar end link because it's of course rusted in there. That's pretty common, but I got it loose, got it held up out of the way with a ratchet strap. One of the beauties about having a pile of junk, you don't have to care about the bodywork. So got that out of the way. Now I can go ahead and grind off the head of these rivets and hopefully be able to just knock that thing out. As you can see here, this ball joint, not long for the world, so I'll get that out of there and slap a new one in. And I have a new sway bar end link as well as one of those parts I bought, so that shouldn't be a problem. Obviously my ABS doesn't work, but I don't really care. We don't need that anyway. Alright, I got all the heads of the rivets ground off and got my ball joint out. I just put the jack underneath the ball joint and then smacked the control arm with a hammer, and it popped out of there. Now I'm going to have to knock these studs out. I'll probably have to grind them flush and then knock them out. I might be able to just hit them with a hammer and knock them out, but I have my doubtful, so I'll give it a try and see what I come up with. And once those are out, we can put the new ball joint in that's not all floppy and falling apart, and then we can slam her back together and she'll be good for the winter time. Alright, we got the rivets out. I can't stress how much freaking fun that is to pound those things out of there, because you can get it to break loose and come down, but then you've smacked the head of it, mushroomed it out, and then you got to pound it back up and take the top off and pound it back down again. It's a pain. I would normally just buy the whole arm, but I had that ball joint, so I figured I might as well use it. So should be all downhill from here. Bolt a new ball joint in and put a new sway bar end link in there, and then bolt her all back together and good to go. Alright, there we go, all back together. Got my new sway bar end link there, two ball joints in, looking halfway decent. I'll probably have to adjust the tie rod here after I take it out for a spin and see where it's at, because with that ball joint now not flopping all over the place, yeah, it might need adjustment, but we'll see where the steering wheel sits when I drive it. And yeah, it should be good. Cost me probably 10 or 15 bucks to fix it, but it was a real pain in the butt. But now we should be good at least. Let's throw the tire back on and take it for a spin and see which way the wheel points. Alright, going down the road, it feels pretty good. We are a slight bit to the left, so I'll have to take the tie rod on the right and make it a wee bit longer, I think, but other than that, it's doing pretty good. It rides real nice with them new tires on the back, so I think we're about ready for winter time. Alright, I got the tie rod adjusted out a little bit so that when I'm going down the road the steering wheel is straight. It's about all the alignment I care to do to it. Should be fine. And I got the new ball joint in, new tie rod end, new rear tires, and even got an oil change. So this thing should be good for the winter. Hopefully I won't have to touch it again. Now I got some time to get everything else ready for winter.